Jazz up taco night with this taco crescent ring. Hi, my name is Christina with eatingonadime.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make the best taco crescent ring. So to find today's recipe, there are 3 ways you can find it. One is, of course, I've linked it in the description below for you, or second, you can go to eatingonadime.com, search taco crescent ring, and it'll pull right up. Or third way, Google eating on a dime taco crescent ring, and it'll send you directly to the link. You guys are gonna love this one. Let's make Taco Tuesday a little bit different with this fun recipe. So first you wanna preheat the oven to 375 degrees. This is a delicious baked crescent ring, so we gotta get that oven ready. And then we're gonna brown the beef. For today's recipe, I am using a pound of ground beef. Since we are browning it in a skillet, you can use any fat content that you like because we're just gonna drain off the excess grease. I prefer 90-10, so that's what we're using today. You can also use ground turkey or ground chicken if you prefer. It's gonna be a little bit leaner, a little lighter, but it'll still have all the great flavors as we season it. It's still gonna taste great. So those are great options as well. All right, let's get this over to the skillet. I'm gonna use a cast iron skillet today, but you can use any that you love, just big enough to hold the ground beef in. So if you have a great non-stick or stainless steel pan, that'll work as well. Add the pound of ground beef to the skillet, and we are going to cook this until it's browned and cooked through. I love using this tool right here. It works awesome and great to break it up as it cooks. Brown, just continue to break it up. You want to cook it until you don't see any more of the pink spots. And that's how you'll know it's browned and cooked all the way through. Once it's completely browned, go ahead and drain off any excess grease if you have any. Since I used a leaner beef, we don't have any, so don't have to worry about that this time. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons taco seasoning, 1/4 cup salsa. Just use any salsa that you have. You do not have to worry about getting a fancy one. I know you have a half-used jar in your refrigerator, so just use that. Go ahead and stir it all together, and you just want to cook this for a few minutes to heat it through and really let the flavors settle in with that beef. So on our normal taco meat recipe, we add liquid, but don't add it on this one because we don't want the taco ring to be soggy. So just add those 2 ingredients. So once all the flavors are combined, go ahead and add in 1 cup of the shredded cheese. We're gonna make this beef nice and cheesy. Now the recipe calls for 2 cups of cheese. Go ahead and save the other cup for the topping and just stir in 1 cup with this beef. And just stir it together, and the heat will melt it in. Combined it with the beef. So the beef is ready to go. I went ahead and turned off the stove and it's waiting for me. But first we have to get this ring ready. Take your crescent rolls, and you're gonna need a good size baking sheet or a pizza pan. I like to use the circular pizza pan, but if you don't have one, use a baking sheet. I find one that's not rimmed, so your ring can go completely around it is ideal, but this works great. Open up your crescent rolls, and you want to lay them out in a ring shape. Perfect. You want them to overlap each other so that when it cooks, they get formed together. When you start laying it out, do kind of like a rough draft, and don't be afraid to move them around because this is just 1 can, so this is just going to be half of the ring. You want them to overlap, and you want the thicker part of the triangle in the center and then the thinner part off to the side. And you want it spaced out pretty evenly throughout so that when you're serving it, it looks beautiful and every bite has everything in it. Okay, that looks good. And then we're gonna go ahead and open up the second can and do the same thing and add it to our ring. Once the ring is formed, go ahead and press it down to make sure the dough is all connected together. So when it cooks, it doesn't separate. Then you want to take the beef mixture, and we're going to put it along this thick part of the ring. So just stay in this center. Then top with the remaining shredded cheese on top of your beef in the center. You just want to sprinkle it as evenly as possible on top. It already looks good. Then take each triangle of the crescent roll and you want to fold it over and kind of just fold it under so that it stays, and you can kind of press it again so that the dough sticks. And just fold it completely around the ring so when it bakes it looks like a perfect taco ring. So continue to do it, and if you can't get it to fold under, just make sure that you press it in there so that it stays connected while it's baking. You can just take it and kind of push it together, just like that. All ready to go. Now I'm going to bake this at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. You want it in the center rack, and I'm going to go ahead and start it out at about 20 minutes, and I'll check it after that time. So the crescent rolls are nice golden brown, which means it is done and ready. So we're going to go ahead and pull this out and let it set probably for about 10 to 15 minutes before we serve it. While the taco ring is cooling, let's go ahead and get our toppings ready. So the best thing about this is you can top it with any of your favorite toppings. Today, I'm going to prepare some shredded lettuce, diced tomatoes, and jalapenos. You could also use avocados, guacamole, whatever you love on tacos, you're gonna love on this taco ring. So first, let's do the lettuce. I'm gonna do about a half a head of lettuce for today. That should work great. So we'll go ahead and save this for a future recipe. I just like to use a nice big knife. I'm gonna link this in the description because we use this all the time and we love it. And just slice the lettuce lengthwise, and then I'm going to run it across it again to get it nice and shredded, so it's easy to eat with this taco ring. Perfect. So when serving, I love to put the toppings in the center of the taco ring and make it look real cute. And then everyone can choose their toppings when they're getting out their individual pieces. So we'll just add in some lettuce here. Then add in the tomatoes. Just fill it in. And then of course, my favorite, the jalapenos. Yum. Again, you can use whatever toppings you like. I think a little pile of guacamole would be so cute. You can do some extra shredded cheese. Just really make it your own. All right, it is all ready to serve and enjoy. Now, I love serving this for a party, or it makes the best dinner as well. Now it's ready to serve. You can pre-cut it before serving. That way you don't have to cut it each time. And it's completely up to you if you want to cut it between each ring or two to a ring. So when I'm serving it as an appetizer, I would cut between each ring. But when I'm serving it for dinner for my family, I'll probably do two, just because I know that they're going to eat at least two. And I love serving it with a pie server because it's perfect. It's in the same shape as the taco ring and it works perfectly. Look at that. Beautiful. And then you can use your favorite toppings. I'm gonna have some lettuce, a little tomatoes, and of course some of those delicious jalapenos. I cannot wait to try this. Do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, so you don't miss any more of these super easy, family-friendly recipes. I know your family's gonna love this one because my family loves it. It's so good and so easy to whip up in minutes. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me today in my sister's kitchen, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends.